Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where obvious answers mean nothing and obscure answers mean everything. Let's meet today's players. Welcome back, Jenny and Jeannie. You were on the show last time. Everyone gets 2 chances to reach the Pointless final. This is your last chance. Remind us what happened.
Well, Alexandra, in the last round, I think we gave a rather doughy answer to bread topic, and that was it.
Bread?
Yes, bread.
You were done by naan.
Done by naan.
Right, OK. Whose idea was it to come on Pointless?
Mine.
Very good. Did Jeannie take much persuading?
No, she didn't. She agreed very quickly and very willingly.
Very good.
Because we both enjoyed the show and enjoyed your banter between the two of you.
How very flattering. Slightly humbling.
Didn't know we did banter.
Yeah, no, apparently we did.
I thought we did barely concealed hostility. I'm sitting here enjoying the fact that Jeannie called you Alexandra. That was mine.
I have learnt to accept that as my name. It is frequently given. It is a girl's name. But I'm big enough. I'm big enough to cope with that.
I beg your pardon.
No, don't worry at all. Don't you worry at all. Well, lovely to have you back.
Thank you.
Very best of luck to the pair of you.
Thank you.
Next, we welcome Pat and Rob. Now, how do you two know each other?
Alexander, we're from Hull. I've got 3 children, the youngest of which is Pat.
The youngest is Pat. Was Pat the first one you asked to join you as your teammate?
Oh, I set up the actual thing. My dad just tagged along in the end.
Tag along.
Yeah.
Tag along. Well, I like that. Very good. What do you do, Pat?
I work for the Citizens Advice Bureau as an advisor, but I also work part-time in a bar just to pay the bills.
How long have you been doing the Citizens Advice Bureau?
The last 4 months.
Very good indeed. Now, Rob, how about you? What do you do?
I work for the Royal Mail.
What do you do?
I'm a delivery driver.
Right. We've had a pretty good representation from the Royal Mail, actually.
Yeah, we have.
Good.
Yeah, no, very good indeed. A lot of post people.
It's almost as if they're often home in the afternoon, isn't it?
Watching Pointless.
Very best of luck, Pat and Rob. It's great to have you here. And next, we welcome Liz and Tom. Now, how do you two know each other?
Hi, Alex, and hi, Richard. We both met at Northumbria University 3 years ago in Freshers' Week, and we've been a couple ever since.
Ever since Freshers' Week? Wow.
Poor Liz.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you haven't been out with anyone else for the whole of your university time?
No.
That's fantastic.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, now, Liz.
Hi.
What do you do?
Well, I've just finished university
Indeed.
and I'm a part-time sales assistant.
Very good. And Tom, I have to commend you on that T-shirt. I mean, I am a massive fan of Roy Orbison myself, so I... Tell us about the T-shirt, Tom.
Well, it could be recycled for Roy Orbison, I suppose, but it's for Richard Osman over there, big fan. Sorry, Alex, your one's at home. It was a choice between the two, and
Yeah.
Richard picked you there, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
This is not at all awkward.
Very good. Well, welcome to the show. It's fabulous to have you here. And finally, we welcome back James and Steve. You were also on the show last time. Remind us how you two know each other.
We work colleagues, Xander. So I work as an admin assistant for a building company, and Steve is the catering manager of the canteen.
That's right. And remind us what happened to you on the show last time.
We went out in the second round. It was fictional robots. We knew some of the answers, but we chose the wrong one.
Oh, yeah. And also, there was one very famous fictional robot on there that was pointless.
That's right, Marvin.
Yes, everyone stepped carefully around Marvin, didn't they? And actually, had you said Marvin, it would have added money to the jackpot and kept you in the game.
Exactly. But
Well, that's pointless for you. There's just no predicting. No predicting. What would you like to see come up this afternoon, James?
I said last time James Bond films, that'd be brilliant. Or geography, that'd be pretty good. Quite like it. Obviously, my mind just smiles when a geography question comes up on this show. It's just brilliant. I normally find a good pointless or two in there.
Very good. And of course, geography. Steve, you're the son of a teacher man.
son of a geography teacher.
Son
right.
of a teacher man.
I look at sport or perhaps 80s pop music. That was my era.
80s pop music. Very good. Best of luck to you. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show. There's only one person left for me to introduce. He's the toast of Essex. He's Billericay's favourite son. He's my pointless friend. He's Richard.
Hiya.
Billericay Osman, in fact.
Yes, if you
Yeah,
like. If you like.
Yes.
It should be a very good show today. We've got 2 returning pairs, and neither of whom really covered themselves in glory last time. So I would say a very open field. Round 1, one of those classic, proper geeky, pointless rounds. I think a lot of people will like it.
Very good. I'm looking forward to it already. OK, well, we put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but this is pointless, so we are after the obscure answers they didn't get. To stay in the game with a chance to win our jackpot, all our players need to do is score as few points as they possibly can. Now, what everyone's trying to do, of course, is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add £250 to the jackpot. Nobody won the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that, so today's jackpot starts off at £2,500. Right, let's play Pointless. In the first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points, so try and avoid those if you can. OK, our first category this afternoon is flags. Oh, Jenny, have I said the wrong thing?
Yes.
Flags. Well, can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many national flags that contain the colour green as they could. National flags that contain the colour green. Richard?
Yeah, simply any country whose national flag contains the colour green. As always, by country, we mean a sovereign state that's a member of the UN. It has to be a substantial plane of green, so we won't accept countries that have a little bit of green on a crest or something. A substantial plane of green, any country in the world, and there's plenty of them.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Jenny and Jeannie, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. Jenny, oh dear, I saw that face you pulled there. Not a good subject for you. So, Jeannie, a nice obscure flag with a substantial plane of green. That sounds lovely, Richard.
Nice, isn't it?
Substantial plane of green.
Well, I'm going to go for South Africa.
South Africa?
Yes.
OK, very good indeed. South Africa, says Jeannie. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said South Africa. Well, it's right. Still going down, Jeannie. 13, that's a great score. Very well done. South Africa.
Yeah, South Africa's got 6 colours on its flag. It's got red, yellow, black, white, blue and green.
Thank you very much. Now, Pat, you've come dressed in green. Can you find an obscure flag with green in it?
I hope I can. I hope this is right, because if it's not, I will look like an idiot. Green is my favourite colour, so that's pretty cool.
That's good.
I'm going to go for Libya.
Libya, says Pat. Let's see if that's right. You're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many people said Libya. It's right. Down it goes. Very, very well done, Pat. That's a great answer. Well done. 3 points for Libya.
Yeah, very well played, Pat. Exactly right.
Very good. Well done, Pat. 3 points. So, Liz, we are looking for a nice obscure flag with a plane of green in it. You have a sort of face on that suggests you're not loving this category.
I'm just trying to think back to Eurovision, because that's the only geography I know.
Nothing wrong with that.
But I think I've got one, and I don't know if it's right, but I'm going to go with Albania.
Albania?
Yeah.
What do you think, Tom?
I have no idea, you know, Alex. If not, we've had a lovely time. We've had a lovely day out. It's been a nice trip down, and then hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Albania, says Liz. There's a vote of confidence for you, Liz. I think it's a fantastic answer. You're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see if it's right. If it is, let's see how many people said Albania. Good luck. Oh, bad luck, Liz.
Sorry.
I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. You may well not be the last person to score 100 points in this round. Richard.
Yeah, sorry it is. It's red with 2 black eagles, the Albanian flag. Or a black double-headed eagle, but it's much the same thing, isn't it? I like the fact that that Tom is calling you Alex.
I'm liking Alex. Alexandra.
Right, we've had Alexandra and Alex. I might start calling you Lexi.
Lexo.
You like?
Yeah. Brilliant. We'll have that.
Away you go, Lexi.
Thanks very much, Richard. Now then, James, I want a lovely obscure flag from you, James, with a substantial plane of green in it.
And I hope to oblige, Xander. I've been thinking very hard. I'm a big fan of the show, seen every show, and I seem to recall the answer I'm given was pointless answer 5 times in the very first series of the show. And it's going to be the Central African Republic.
The Central African Republic, a great friend of this show. You're hoping to score as few points as possible, James. If that is right and doesn't go down to at least single figures, I'll be very surprised. Central African Republic, let's see if it is right, and let's see how many people said it. Well done, James, it's right. Down it goes, still going. Yes! Very well done, James. That's a pointless answer. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to 2,750, and it scores you nothing. Well done on all counts. Richard?
Yeah, well done, James. Proof that watching Pointless makes you clever. Very good. Yeah, the Central African Republic, the pointless country that keeps on giving. Blue, white, yellow, red and green in the Central African Republic flag.
Splendid. What about that?
We should do a live special from the Central African Republic.
I would love that.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find out where it is, and then we'll go there.
Yeah, I don't know which continent it's on, but it sounds
nice,
central.
I think it's East Asia somewhere. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Let's go there. Let's go there. There are other places I'd like to go, but I'm not going to mention them in case they have flags with a substantial plane of green. OK, we are halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. That fantastic answer from James. Oh, richly deserved. 0 there. Wonderful. Then we come up to 3 from Pat for his Libyan flag, then up to 13. Great answer from Jeannie. And then, I'm sorry to say, Liz, Albania has cost you dear. 100 points. So then, Tom, you have to hope that somebody else scores 100 points and that you can maybe score a pointless in the next pass. And that way, you might make it through to the next round. OK, we can come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, remember, we are looking for flags containing the colour green. Steve?
I've only got one answer in my head, I must be honest.
OK, well, listen, Tom and Liz are on 100 points. You are on no points, which means if you can score 99 or less, you are through to the next round.
Well, I hope I'm right with Italy.
Italy, says Steve. Tom is nodding. Here's your red line. Nice and high. If you can get below that red line, you're through to the next round. Let's see if Italy is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very well done. You've done it, Steve. 46 for Italy. 46 takes your total up to 46. Richard?
Yeah, green, white and red, of course, the Italian flag. That's the other end of the scale from the Central African Republic.
Very good. Now then, Tom, this is the moment of truth. We are looking for flags that contain the colour green. You're the high scorers on 100 points.
Right, well, you couldn't have probably picked a worse subject for the two of us here. I don't have a clue if I'm right, but I'm going to go with Kenya.
Kenya. OK, well, let's see if that's right. There's no red line for you, I'm afraid. So let's see, is Kenya right? And if it is, let's see how many people said Kenya. It's right. Well done, Tom. Down it goes. Look at that! Tom, that was a heroic effort there. Kenya scored you 1 point. It takes your total up to 101. Very, very well done. Richard, 101.
Yeah, very well played, Tom. Red, black, green and white, the Kenyan flag. Just about kept themselves in it.
Yes, indeed. Now then. Rob and Pat, you were on 3. The high scorers remain Tom and Liz on 101. If you can score 97 or less, Rob, you're in the next round.
I can't remember. I've got to go for a country that celebrates its greenness. I'll have to go for Ireland.
Ireland, says Rob. Ireland. Here is your red line. You get below that red line with Ireland, you are through to the next round. Let's see if Ireland's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Ireland. You've done it.
Yes.
Well done, Rob. 58.
Yes.
58 said Ireland. That takes your total up to 61. Richard?
You chose a safe answer, and you're safely through to the next round. Of course, the Republic of Ireland's flag.
Now then, Jenny.
Yes.
I'm remembering the face you pulled.
Oh.
when this round was
Yes.
announced. You are on 13. The high score is on 101, Tom and Liz. If you can score 87 or less, you are through to the next round.
Believe it or not, Kenya was about the only one I was more or less sure of because I was there on safari last year. So now I'm stuck. I'm going to have to take a punt.
Oh, this is
And
music to Tom and
it's-
Liz's ears.
Jamaica.
Jamaica, says Jenny. There's your red line. Below that red line, you are through to the next round. Is Jamaica right? How many people said it? It is right, and you are through to the next round. Very well done. 17. That's a great score. 17 takes your total up to 30. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Jenny. Green, yellow, and black, the Jamaican flag. There are huge amounts of pointless answers on this board. Let's take a look at a few of them. Azerbaijan, pointless. Bolivia, pointless. Central African Republic, we've already heard from James, it's pointless. Jordan, the Maldives, and Zimbabwe, all pointless. There's loads and loads of pointless, loads of other pointless answers. There's so many, I'm just going to go through some of the ones that rhyme. There's Sudan and Oman, there's Mali and Malawi, and there's Gambia and Zambia. All of those have green in their flags. Most of the African countries have green in their flags somewhere.
OK, well, thank you very much. How about our high scorers?
Well, let's take a look at the ones that most of our 100 people said. We've heard a couple of them already. Brazil had 22. We didn't get that. Steve gave us Italy. That scored 46. And Republic of Ireland there we had from Rob. That was the highest scorer of all, but safely through. Very well done if you got any of those pointless ones at home.
Thank you very much, Richard. So, at the end of round one, the losing pair with the highest score. I'm so sorry, Liz and Tom. Liz, you did what you had to do. You took a wild stab in the dark.
Yeah.
Sadly, Albania doesn't have a plane of green on its flag. Tom, heroic turn from you. You had to score low, and you did. That was a great answer. Sadly, though, such heroism wasn't enough to rescue you. We will have to say goodbye at this point, but we will see you again next time when I'm sure we'll see much, much more of you. But meanwhile, thanks so much for playing. Tom and Liz, brilliant. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. Now, there's only room for two pairs in the head-to-head, so one of the teams in front of me will be leaving us at the end of this round. Try and make sure it's not you. Our category for round two this afternoon is the UK charts. Oh, Jeannie, it's your turn. The UK charts. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, our round two question concerns albums of the noughties and their artists. Albums of the noughties and their artists, Richard.
Yeah, in each pass we're going to show you 6 albums that entered the UK charts between 2000 and 2010. We asked 100 people to name the artist or singer who released those albums. If you give us a nice obscure answer, you're going to score fewer points. If you give us an incorrect answer, though, you're going to score 100 points. It's going to be 12 albums and all 12 artists or singers to name at home.
OK, thank you very much. So we are looking for the artists who released these top 40 albums of the noughties. And we have got Is This It?, American Idiot, Graduation, Elefunk, Justified, and Ta-da. I'll read those again. Is This It?, American Idiot, Graduation, Elefunk, Justified, and Ta-da. Jenny, is this better or worse than Flags?
Worse.
Right. Well, you need to give me an answer, and as always on Pointless, you are looking for the answer that the fewest of our 100 people gave.
Graduation, Lady Gaga.
Graduation, Lady Gaga, you are saying. Well, let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Graduation, Lady Gaga.
No.
Bad luck, Jenny. As I think you suspected, that is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. I'm sorry, Richard.
Yeah, not the right answer, I'm afraid. I won't give the right answer just in case either of the others want to have a go at it.
Now then, Pat, we come to you.
When I stepped up to the podium, I really did think I was going to bottle it pretty much, but I know 4 out of 6. So I think I will go for Elefunk, and that being Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas, Elefunk. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Very well done. 49. 49 for Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, good answer. Their big breakthrough album really included Where Is the Love? First one to feature Fergie as well. Plenty of people knew it.
Very good. Steve, you're the last person to have this board, so you can fill in all the blanks if you like.
I'll fill in one of the blanks. I think I know one. I think I could guess at another. I would guess Justified is Justin Timberlake, but I could be wrong. But I'm going to go, and it's the only one I know because it's not my era, American Idiot is Green Day.
American Idiot, Green Day.
The rest I don't know.
It doesn't matter if that's right. Let's see. Green Day. Is it right? How many people knew that answer? It's right. 52. 52. Quite a high score there.
Yeah, it's high score on the board actually. From 2004, #1 album. It's since been made into a musical as well. Won various Tony Awards. Let's look at the rest of them. Yeah, if you had gone for Justified, you're quite right. It is Justin Timberlake, and would have scored you lower points as well. Would have scored you 35. Graduation is Kanye West. That would have scored you 24. Ta-Da, which sounds like a Pet Shop Boys album, but it's the Scissor Sisters. Would have scored you 17. And the best answer on the board is This It? Do you know that one? Another American guitar band.
Strokes, is it?
The Strokes. Very well done if you said The Strokes. Would have scored 11 points.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at those scores. 49 is our lowest score on this pass from Pat, up to 52 for Steve, and then up substantially to Jenny and Jeannie on 100. You're not as far ahead as you might have been. I mean, we've had much lower scoring rounds, actually, so anything can happen on the next pass, provided you, Jeannie, can find a really nice, obscure album from the noughties. Well, who knows? Right, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more top 40 albums from the noughties on our board. And here we are. We have got Funeral, Back to Black, In Rainbows, Only by the Night, The Fame, Good Girl Gone Bad. I'll read those one more time. Funeral, Back to Black, In Rainbows, Only by the Night, The Fame, Good Girl Gone Bad. Now remember, we are looking for the artists who released these top 40 albums of the noughties, and obviously you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. Now then, James, you've been very good so far. What's that board looking like to you?
Not good, I'm afraid, Xander. I'm not really much of a music listener, and the album's a bit worse. I think I know Good Girl Gone Bad, but I'm not certain enough, so I'm going to have to go with the only one I'm sure of, and that's Back to Black, which is Amy Winehouse.
Back to Black, Amy Winehouse, you say? Well, let's see how you do. The high scorers at the moment are Jeannie and Jenny on 100. If you can score 47 or less with this, you are definitely through to the next round. There's your red line. Below that, through you go. Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. Is that right? How many people said it? Well done, it's right. Oh, 56. That scores you, takes your total up to 108. Richard.
Yeah, a big score for Amy Winehouse. Won 5 Grammys in 2008. Included the title track and Rehab as well.
Thanks very much. Now then, Rob. You are on 49. The high scorers at the moment are James and Steve on 108. If you can score 58 or less, you are through to the next round. We're looking for the artists who released these albums in the noughties.
I'll have a go at In Rainbows, Radiohead.
In Rainbows, Radiohead, says Rob. There is your red line. Let's see if Radiohead get you below that red line. In Rainbows, is it by Radiohead? And if it is, how many people knew that answer? Yes, it's right. Through you go. Very well done indeed, Rob. That's a fantastic answer, and our lowest score of the round, 10, takes you up to 59. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Rob. Again, released in 2008. They released it as a digital download. You could pay what you wanted for it.
How much did you pay for it, Richard?
Well, my cat ran across my keyboard when I was doing it. I paid £8,000. Yeah. Worth every penny.
Every penny of that, 8 grand. Now then, Jeannie. So remember, we're looking for the artists who released these albums in the noughties. Here is the moment where you could snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. The high scorers on 108 are James and Steve. If you can score 7 or less, through you go. Well, you can think out loud if you like. Talk us through the board.
I can't talk you through the board, Alexander, because I don't know one there. So I'm just going to have a great big guess, and it's probably going to be totally wrong. So I'm going to go with Only by the Night, the Arctic Monkeys, and everybody's going to know.
Only by the Night, the Arctic Monkeys. How brilliant would it be if that were right?
It would be a miracle.
That would just be my favourite moment on the whole of Pointless. Only by the Night, Arctic Monkeys. Is it right? How many people said it? There's a red line for you, and it's there. If you get below that red line, it'll just be the best thing ever.
It will.
Only by the Night, Arctic Monkeys. Is it right? Bad luck, Jeannie. I'm afraid that is an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points, taking your total up to 200. You join our illustrious 200 club. Richard.
Yeah, I think Jeannie and Jenny, you struggled manfully with that round. I think an impressive display, though. Nonetheless, you will kick yourself when I tell you who Only by the Night is by. It was by the Kings of Leon.
Oh, of course.
Oh. Can you believe it? Actually, what you could have done is you could have said Lady Gaga as well and told us the fame. That would have scored you 42 points. Good Girl Gone Bad, if you said that. Who did you think it was, James?
Was it Shakira, possibly?
No, it's by the Central African Republic, I'm
Oh,
afraid.
yeah. How did I forget that one?
Yeah. It's by Rihanna. Rihanna would have scored you a fairly hefty 51. The one answer that could have got you through, Jeannie, and again, you're going to kick yourself, if you said Funeral by Arcade Fire.
Of course.
6 points would have got you through.
Why not?
Your favourite Canadian multi-instrumentalist, Arcade Fire. Very well done if you said Arcade Fire at home. That's the best answer on the board.
Well done, thank you, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, Jenny and Jeannie. I'm sorry. This was a stinker of a round for you, wasn't it?
Yes.
Dear, oh dear. It was Bread last time,
Oh.
and albums of the noughties this time.
Next time, maybe.
Next time, maybe, if only there were a next time. What will you be taking away from your Pointless experience?
It's been great fun. We've had met some really nice people.
The only shame for us is we haven't got to see you at your best. I'm sure there would have been rounds in which you could have dazzled us. And I'm afraid you've been hobbled by these, well, frankly, hopeless questions we've been giving you. I'm sorry about that. But thanks very much for coming along and playing. You've been brilliant contestants. Jenny and Jeannie, brilliant. But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are about to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. Very well done, Pat and Rob and James and Steve. You've made it through to the head-to-head. Now, obviously, only one pair can make it through to today's final and play for the jackpot, which currently stands at £2,750. Now, for each question, each pair needs to give me just one answer, but you are now allowed to confer. All you have to do is come up with an answer that scores less than the other pair, and you will win that question. The first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for today's jackpot. Let's play Pointless. OK, here is your first question. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many rhinoceroses as they could. Rhinoceroses, Richard.
Yeah, not individual rhinoceroses. We're looking for any of the 5 living species of rhinoceros, please.
Now then, Pat and Rob, because you've played best throughout the show so far, you get to go first.
I don't know. I feel it is.
Rhinoceroses.
Yeah. We haven't got that many answers since it's a very specific subject in rhinoceros.
Rhinoceri.
But my dad said one which must be right, and it's the white rhinoceros.
The white rhinoceros. Sounds good to me. Now then, James and Steve.
I don't know. It's a tricky one, this. Well, white's the obvious one, so is black. Steve was mentioning blue. I don't know if that's right or not. What do you want, mate? Black or blue?
Black. Are you sure black's right?
Black,
Black's right.
yeah, black
White
must
is black.
Right. Right.
Yeah, black.
Black, please, Xander.
OK, black. We have white and we have black. Pat and Rob went with white. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said white rhinoceros. It's right. Ooh. 69.
Ooh. It's in there. It's in there.
The black rhinoceros, say James and Steve. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said it. Will it go below 69? Black rhino. It's right. Yep, you've done it. Very well done. 51. 51 beats 69, which means after one question, Steve and James are ahead 1-0. Richard.
Yeah, well played, guys. No blue rhino. That's not up there. Let's take a look at all 5 of them, see what you could have won with. The Sumatran rhino, there's only 250 of them left in the world, the smallest of the rhinos. Would have scored you 6 points. Well done if you said that. The Javan rhino, also one of the world's rarest mammals, just lives in Java and Vietnam with 8. The Indian would have scored you 15. There's black on 51 and white on 69. It's a mistranslation of wide. It's got a very wide mouth, the Dutch word white rhino. So it's not a white at all,
but just wide. OK. Here is your second question. Pat and Rob, you have to win this question to stay in the game. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Oscar-winning British actors since 2000 as they could. Oscar-winning British actors, Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for the name of any British actor or actress who's won an acting Oscar from 2000 right the way through to the 2011 ceremony. That's Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor for either males or females.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. Now then, James and Steve, you get to go first this time.
Yeah, we're going to go with Tilda Swinton, Xander.
Tilda Swinton. Very good. Tilda Swinton. Pat and Rob, what are you going to go for?
Just took our answer.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to have to go for an obvious answer in Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet. We have Tilda Swinton. We have Kate Winslet. OK, James and Steve, you've gone for Tilda Swinton. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Tilda Swinton. It's right. And it goes very low. Oh, fantastic! There we are. That's a pointless answer. That adds another £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to a lovely round £3,000.
Unbelievable. You can't
And that gives, I'm afraid that gives Pat and Rob a score of nothing to beat.
What's the odds of that?
Yeah.
He got that exactly the same.
And that was going to be yours.
Yes.
Bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. So, Pat and Rob, you have a mountain to climb here. And this is the mountain that will keep you in the game. Your answer is Kate Winslet. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Kate Winslet. The best you can hope for is a draw here. That's right. 22. Very, very bad luck. Tough luck, tough luck. Well, that means after 2 questions only, James and Steve are through to the final 2-0. Richard.
Yeah, well played, James and Steve. They're good, aren't they?
Very good.
There actually is another pointless answer you could have given that would have tied you the point, and it's a fairly well-known one as well. Well done at home if you said Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, I said that too.
Won Best Actor for There Will Be Blood. Tilda Swinton won Best Supporting Actress for Michael Clayton. That was pointless. Rachel Weisz, Best Supporting Actress for Constant Gardener, would have scored you 1. Christian Bale, Best Supporting Actor for The Fighter, 1. Jim Broadbent, Best Supporting Actor for Iris, would have scored you 2. Michael Caine, Best Supporting Actor for Cider House Rules, 3. Catherine Zeta-Jones, Best Supporting Actress in Chicago, 5. There's Kate Winslet, who won Best Actress for The Reader. 22, Helen Mirren, Best Actress for The Queen, 47, and Colin Firth, of course, Best Actor for King's Speech, 53. Very well done if you got one of those pointless answers. Very, very well done if you got both of them.
Yeah.
The man.
Thank you.
So, the losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid it's Pat and Rob. Oh dear, that's harsh, isn't it? To have your answer taken, but a fantastic and very hard-fought head-to-head, dealt with only in 2 questions, which is rare.
Yeah.
But it means when we see you next time, which
We'll
we'll
be
look
back.
forward to, we shall hope for great things from you. But meanwhile, thanks very much for playing, Pat and Rob. Excellent contestants. Thank you. But for James and Steve, it's now time for our pointless final and the chance to win our jackpot of £3,000. Well, congratulations, James and Steve. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. So very, very well done. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £3,000. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people could think of. Now, we've had 2 pointless answers on the show today, and you are responsible for both of them. James, you gave us Central African Republic in round 1, and you've just given us Tilda Swinton, so very well done. You only have to find one more. One more, and you will leave here with that money. First, though, you've got to choose a category, and you can choose from these 3 options. They are crime novels, cricket, or theatre.
Yeah, right, mate. Yeah. Cricket, please, Arne.
Cricket.
Yeah, certainly not the other two.
Not a moment's thought there.
No. Well, we see cricket matches at Headingley, so it's obvious. It must be obvious.
Let's go cricket.
Cricket it is. OK, well, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many cricketers who have taken more than 300 test wickets as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any bowler who's taken over 300 wickets in test cricket up to the beginning of May 2011, so not one-day internationals, just bowlers who've taken over 300 wickets in test cricket up to the start of May 2011.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £3,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Right, so if we can rule out one and rule a thing, that'll be too obvious. What about Kapil Dev?
He's an all-rounder, pretty well known, I suspect. Shoaib Akhtar?
Possibly, yeah.
Or Pindi Express?
Yeah, I was trying to think some West Indians. Yeah, like,
Courtney Walsh, but he was very high, took nearly 600.
What about Ambrose?
Ambrose also took over, but again, he's quite well known.
When there's somebody from the 70s and 80s, possibly, when they were good.
Malcolm Marshall. There's...
See, I'm trying to think.
Frankie Frederick.
Trying to think some Australians. I think maybe is outside chance possibly Jason Gillespie, because I heard he got 250 in the last Ashes in the 2005 Ashes. Yeah, he got to 250.
Yeah,
it's short. Is it possible to get? He couldn't
play on after that.
He did a bit. I'm trying to think who else.
Malinga?
No, I'm sure he's not that high up.
He's nearly retiring. There's Malinga. He's retired.
What about Laker, the England guy?
Jim Laker. He took a lot of wickets as spinner. Took
5 seconds left.
And Jim Laker, I like that.
Jim Laker, Jason Gillespie.
And Jason Gillespie. Like that.
Okay, what was Laker's best?
OK, there's your minute up. We were looking for bowlers who've taken more than 300 test wickets as of 2011, and I now need your 3 answers.
OK,
we're going to go for Jim Laker.
Jim Laker.
Shoaib Akhtar.
Shoaib Akhtar.
And the Aussie Jason Gillespie.
Jason Gillespie.
Yeah.
Of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Laker. I think Laker.
Laker, just because, he's
OK, we'll put Laker last.
I think Akhtar first, I think, possibly.
Shoaib Akhtar first.
Yes.
And Jason Gillespie in the middle. OK, so let's put them up on the board in that order, and here they are. Shoaib Akhtar, Jason Gillespie, and Jim Laker. There they are. OK, we were looking for bowlers who had taken more than 300 test wickets as of 2011. You said this was your least confident answer. Shoaib Akhtar, there it is. You only have to find one pointless answer, remember, to win that £3,000 jackpot. Let's see how many people said Shoaib Akhtar, and is that a correct answer? Ooh. An incorrect answer, as it turns out. Not a pointless answer. And I'm afraid that didn't give us an opportunity to see how much our 100 people knew about cricket. So you only have 2 more shots at that jackpot of £3,000. What would you do with £3,000 if you went away with it now?
Holiday family for me.
Yeah.
Take my wife off somewhere nice.
Very good indeed. James, how about you?
I'd use it towards a new car. My car's a bit out of it now, so a nice new car would be nice.
Very good indeed. OK, well, fingers crossed. We are looking for bowlers who have taken more than 300 test wickets as of May 2011. Let's hope nobody said your next answer. This has to be pointless if you're going to win that jackpot of £3,000. Jason Gillespie. You knew he'd taken 250 as of 2005. Fingers crossed. Jason Gillespie, is it right? How many people said it? No! Another incorrect answer. We only have one more chance to win today's jackpot. But luckily, this is your most confident shot. You said Jim Laker was the person you wanted to put last. You thought he was your best shot at a pointless answer. We're looking for bowlers who've taken more than 300 test wickets as of May 2011. You said this was the answer you had the most faith in. Jim Laker, there he is at the bottom of the table. This has to be pointless. Very, very, very best of luck, James and Steve. Jim Laker, is it right? How many people said it? Oh no!
Oh, well. That's never mind.
Oh, bad luck. Oh, that's bad luck. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot of £3,000, which rolls over onto the next show, but you have been fantastic contestants, and you do, of course, get to take home our pointless trophy, so well done for that. Richard.
Yeah, tough luck, guys. You played so well throughout the show. I think maybe you overthought this, to be honest. There are some simpler answers out there that were pointless. Just to go through your answers, Jim Laker took 193 test wickets. Jason Gillespie's got 259. That's where he's staying unless he makes a very unlikely comeback. Shoaib Akhtar, 178 up to May 2011. Some of the names you said while you were talking, Curtly Ambrose would have scored you 3. Kapil Dev would have scored you 1. If you'd said Malcolm Marshall, you would have just won the jackpot. He was a pointless answer, I'm afraid. Let's take a look at all the pointless answers, and you'll recognise every name on it, I suspect. Alan Donald of South Africa, Bob Willis of England, Charminder Vas of Sri Lanka, all of those pointless answers. Daniel Vettori of New Zealand, still playing now. Dennis Lilly of Australia, Lance Gibbs of the West Indies. Makaya Natini of South Africa would have been a pointless answer, as is Malcolm Marshall and as is Waka Yunus.
Oh, dear. Yeah, overthought it, I think. Overthought it.
Yeah. Very well done if you got any of those at home.
Oh, bad luck. You knew nearly all those names, didn't you? I say
them,
nearly. I think you knew all of them. You even said Marshall.
Yeah. And Willis.
And Willis.
Yeah. Hey, we got the trophy.
Oh, do you know what? Well, I tell you what, you did it honourably because actually you were thinking very, very hard about it. You've tried to find the most obscure answers. And they were just so obscure they were wrong. Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, James and Steve. But it's been brilliant having you on the show. Fantastic contestants. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nobody's won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show we will be playing for £4,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.